Rousey heartbreaking admit to defeat by the hands of Holly Holm knockout at UFC 193 in the second round. She lost the UFC bantamweight women's championship. She went on Saturday Night Live. It was heartbreaking, but she congratulated Holly Holm. Let's listen to that. I have live from South Korea, the best MMA analyst on YouTube today, Tommy Ridgestein, and it is the Don Juan Banks. Go, thank you for joining us. Take the time to subscribe. We will be covering UFC on Fox, Anthony Johnson versus Ryan Bader. So take the time to subscribe right now. Let's listen to it again, Razorstein.
Okay.
Now, Razorstein, there was bad blood leading up to this fight. Ronda Rousey came in there and she said that Holly Holm was fake and she was going to take her out, but that's not what happened, Razorstein. She was the one that was taken out in brutal fashion, knockout in the second round, high kick. We seen a lot of holes in Ronda Rousey's game. We then was hearing from UFC President Dana White that she may be stepping in the octagon at UFC 200, which is suspected to take place in July, and we both disagreed on that. Now we find out that, as I predicted, it would be Holly Holm versus Miesha Tate, and Ronda Rousey may be fighting a winner later on this year. Do you take this congratulations on Saturday Night Live as sincere?
Ronda's doing the right move stylistically. You know, for PR campaign, she's supposed to do this, and it looks good for Ronda. So it's a good move by Ronda. Put it that way. Does she really 100% sincerely congratulate her? I don't know. You know, it's you get kicked in the face and you loosen up your teeth and get knocked out and you lose your belt and you lose all sorts of endorsements and money and all that stuff. You're not too fucking happy about it. You know what I mean? You're just not too happy about that. How can you be, Don?
People are saying now, we love Ronda here, and we understand that she lost this battle in the octagon, loose teeth, split lip, plastic surgery, stock taking a downfall. Look, some people say that she's not that good of an actor. Some people say she wasn't great in stand-up. Some people say the aura of invincibility is gone. Mike Tyson said she's only human, show her face. What can you do about it? Everyone loses. Except if your name is Floyd Mayweather. But is Ronda still the same person she was before the knockout? I mean, after the knockout?
Sure, the invincibility went away, but she's still hot, and that's more than you can say about Holly Holm.
Wow, Holly Holm does look like a man, and she doesn't have that marketability. I mean, no matter what, if she knocks out Miesha, maybe if she knocks out Miesha Tate in the same fashion, she may be on some shows, but she never will have that mystique that Rousey had as the baddest female and the crossover appeal. I mean, Ronda, she congratulates. She says she wants to get back in the octagon, fight this chick again. She will most likely be facing the winner of Holly Holm, Miesha Tate. I got Miesha Tate, by the way, and you think I'm crazy for saying that, but Ronda Rousey, the appearances, the movies, how long will that last? After it's not, will it continue to go on, or will we start to see a decline?
You know, all these fighters are always coming in and coming out, and the fighters don't have long-lasting careers.
You're right.
They really don't,
especially in the UFC.
especially in the UFC. It's short lived in the UFC. I would like to see Ronda Rousey have a longer life, man. And if she can fight some lesser competition, that'd be perfect for her. I would like to see her fight some lesser competition and build herself back up and build her striking up. And that would be the right move. Don't fucking put her out to get slaughtered. That'd be stupid.
She's on a medical suspension. She may just be now able to eat an apple, maybe a apple sauce. Um, maybe that
Apple juice.
apple juice. Maybe she can eat some grapes or something, a banana. Listen, I still object to Holly Holm later in 2016. I feel lesser competition, work her way up, close these gaps with the striking, mix things up, analyze the entire camp team situation. Something is not working here. I don't even like her physical condition that was in before the fight, and that she's in now. She looks kind of flabby. I think a lot of things need to change. Something went wrong. Something needs to change. But if she's confident to go back in the octagon like this again, I don't know what she can pull out. But she's really risking her career. I think she needs to fight lesser competition, work her way up. The one thing that we got so far, Razorstein, is that she will not be competing anytime soon. But she's still saying 2016.
End of 2016, maybe.
Lesser competition.
Yes.
Not the winner of Home Tate.
Well, she might be able to. She could beat, Tate. She can beat Tate, though. Even though she's gonna have to, get that chin ready, because she will take some punches from Misha Tate. She could beat Misha Tate, but she cannot beat somebody who's going to, create that distance and make it a striking fight. It's not happening.
I think you're absolutely right. I no, well, you know what I think? I think she cannot unequivocally beat Holly Holm. Misha Tate, iffy, because we don't know if this is the same Ronda Rousey before the knockout fighting Tate. That's if Tate is able to pull out a victory. I believe she can. What I'm really banking on is taking Holm into a dimension that she has not been in before, where she has to fight for that belt, but she also has to mix in a strategic game plan. The one thing I don't like about Misha Tate that I will be verbal about is coming in with her head down. That is definitely not going to be a way to win this fight, but her wrestling could definitely prove an obstacle for Holly Holm. But I think personally, Tommy, and I'm going to stay with this, that she should not be focusing on the winner of that bout. I think she should be looking at, a comeback fight in 2016 or even early 2017. Pacquiao took a whole year off after his knockout to Juan Manuel Marquez in that fourth fight, which was devastating. I think that Rousey, come on, just take time off, reassess everything. You know how I feel about the time off. And don't take it like Kane, because we just did a video on Kane.
Yeah.
Don't take it like Kane. Take it, then, be upfront. Kane could have been upfront, said, I just need some time off. I just need to reanalyze everything. But don't just say the last minute pull out. But Rousey is not that type of woman. She seemed like she'll get in there banged up like Chael Sonnen. That's my.
Dana hates
people who pull
if you
out.
say I want to take time off.
Oh,
Dana doesn't like that at all, though.
well, you got to be upfront these days.
Yeah, you do.
Well, she says she's medically suspended. The UFC hasn't gave her options, although Dana was saying initially that she would be back at UFC 200. I'm glad that's not going to take place. it seems like maybe Dana is saying one thing, but he's going to do another. I know Dana. You know one thing, Razor Stein. The reason why you are the best MMA analyst on YouTube today is because you did say Dana 100% like Ronda Rousey, and it seems like he does not want to renege on his investment. That he wants to build her back up because she is right now UFC's biggest star. I know Conor McGregor is coming up, but you got to look at the numbers. You got to look at what Ronda Rousey was accomplishing. Conor, he could possibly be. I'm saying he's in it. He's in the hunt. But right now, we still got to give it to Rousey. You want to keep her in the mix. You don't want her to get beat badly, and then that could possibly be it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You want Ronda Rousey to be the star. You don't want Conor McGregor to be the star.
Because some of the things he says.
Yeah, some of the things he says, he's not that
Well, you know,
promotable
yeah.
in
Every genre and
mainstream.
every expect and
Yeah,
every
whereas Ronda Rousey merges into every single
everything. She was on
aspect.
Ring Magazine, which is a
Yeah,
boxing magazine. And people questioned that. They had criticism of that, saying that she wasn't a boxer.
yeah. So Ronda Rousey, she can, transition to every aspect of the world.
Everything.
Conor McGregor really can't. So that's a big deal. You know what I mean?
Exactly. We're supporting Ronda Rousey on her path to success once again in her career. But if she doesn't take our advice, Razorstein, if she doesn't reanalyze, regroup, reassess her camp, her fighting style, what she's going to do in the future, if she goes back in there with these huge flaws and gaps, this could possibly happen again to lesser competition.
Yeah, I know.
There's a blueprint now, Razorstein. And you know how it is when there's a blueprint. When there was a blueprint to beat Chuck Liddell, it was used over and over again.
Yup. Yup. When there was a blueprint to beat Anderson Silva, I was like,
Yes.
wow. Look at the difference of fighters there are in the UFC and the middleweight division compared to when they didn't know there was a blueprint for Anderson Silva. There weren't, high caliber wrestlers during his reign. And until he ran into Chael Sonnen, who's really not super high, but he's high. Now you have the highest caliber wrestlers of all UFC in one division. And they found out, oh, this is how you beat Anderson Silva. And it's like all those, great wrestlers went into that division. Chris Weidman went into that division. Yoel Romero went into that division. Tim Kenny, who's a great grappler, and went into that division. Jacare, who's amazing at jiu-jitsu and, takedowns, he went into that division. Anderson and Silva didn't have, fighters like that. That's ridiculous. He didn't defend his belt against people like that. So you can see a huge difference when you see, okay, here's a game plan on how to beat the person. Well, you know what everyone's going to start working on? They're going to start working on developing their distance striking game. And that would be the key that would, a lot of the UFC 135 women would start doing. And that division is going to get a lot better because of it.
There's a blueprint, and Razor Stein just talked about it. The Don Juan Banks just talked about it. Rousey has to regroup, reassess, reanalyze everything that is going to go on in her entire camp, her entire life before those octagon doors shut again, or her face could be disfigured once again. For Tommy Razorstein, the Don Juan Banks, we support her on her journey. It will not be easy. Peace.
Peace out.